Hello, it's Tuesday. Thanks for joining me. Um, so, to go a little further in depth into the surgery itself, they once they got me sedated, anesthesiologist did his thing. They harvested a long vein from my left leg around my knee, inner knee, all the way down to my ankle, and then they harvested the other vein or veins. I'm not 100% certain, um, from my left breast. So I'm not sure how many they fashioned from each set of veins, except that it totaled five since I needed five bypasses. Um, so it was three to the bad parts of my heart, plus the two to restore to restore function to the damaged part of my heart, as I was in pretty bad condition. Um, Thankfully, after the surgery, that raised my um, that raised my heart rate back up, uh, and to be more stable, as well as what was it, bringing my efficiency to about 40% or so. So still weak, but my ejection fraction ends up being around 40% or so. But that's substantially better than 30%, and essentially possibly my heart failing. Um, so uh, from there, some of the other things to take consideration of is um, once you get past the surgery and everything else, and they start to get you on your own rehab process. Everything has to be very single goal oriented. Um, your body has to use a ton of resources and a lot of energy to do everything from healing yourself, because you've obviously gotten your chest split open in a uh, heart bypass surgery. And so, to minimize possible reoccurrence of something bad happening, they tell you to basically single task stuff. So, if I eat breakfast, I should rest after. If I eat lunch, I should rest after. Eat dinner, rest after. But after that rest, I can then go and work out, say. So my typical day would look like something like this. It would be, um, wake up in the morning, eat a breakfast, and then sit back down, rest a little bit for like half an hour, 45 minutes. And then I can go work out for 10, 15 minutes. And then I would have to, after that 10, 15-minute walk, I would have to rest again for, 30, 45 minutes. And then, the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing. And it was pretty monotonous, I would want to say. It sucked in some cases because I knew if I did something horrendously uh, tasking, I would end up sleeping for like an hour, because the way to recover is the only way to recover is rest. Um, but as I would fit in the exercise, you want to slowly build that up. So it initially started at I want to say it was like two 10-minute sessions, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, evening. So about 20 minutes, and then I would split it up that way till it was about a half an hour for the morning, half an hour in the afternoon. So about an hour a day. Even now, I would say I could factor in more, but um, as my cardiologist has noted, it's not um, it's not necessarily the quality of walking per se or the quantity of walking. It's doing whatever exercise you can to strengthen your heart. So don't necessarily set a goal to say, hey, I want to push 10,000 steps, because when you're first starting out after open heart surgery, there's no way you're going to get 10,000 steps. Because the surgery itself will leave you so tired and so exhausted and so drained. Everything will hurt, everything will be sore, and even some of the after effects later on, to just kind of give you an idea, are pretty, well, at least for me, have been pretty difficult to address. I've been just moving forward and doing what I can. But yeah, just some general after effects that have happened to me. Since they harvested the veins from my left side, I'm numb on the left side of my chest. So, like in cold weather, uh, everywhere on my body feels cold except the left part of my chest, which I can feel the wind blowing against it. I just can't actually feel temperature, I guess it'd be. It's, sensation wise, I guess after I leave my hand on my chest for a while to warm it up, it will get warm, but I don't actually feel that sensation. It's kind of hard to describe. Some other anomalies that's happened since getting out of surgery, I do have, I'm diabetic as well, so I do have, I was starting to get diabetic neuropathy, meaning, your fingers and stuff like that start to tingle and losing sensation. My leg is numb. My left leg that they harvested from is numb. I do feel when I can press on it, stuff like that, but there is a numbness there, as well as in my left part of my chest. And I think those are kind of the only big things. They do have another slew of other things that happen. They say that people can lose their memory 6 months to a year through that process. I know for me, there have been some spots where I wasn't quite sure, but it seems like it was okay, memory-wise. What else is there? Obviously, during the whole process, it's just walking. I know some people may be curious if there's other exercises you can do. Essentially, just walking. When you get older, or when you recover. Excuse me, not necessarily get older, but when you recover further, you'll be able to do other things. Basically back to everything you were doing before. The real key is to make sure that once you're done, to get checked out, make sure that your chest is fused enough, so nothing can happen. And if you're doing more strenuous or tedious type of exercises, talk with your doctor, make sure that that's okay. The thing I miss most is the ability to play tennis. I may not have been playing tennis, but it was nice to have the option. And right now, at least, I don't have that option. It's just a lot of walking still until my heart can recover enough, and that's kind of the key. You want to exercise your heart, and regardless if you're in my situation, if you've got stents, if you're the healthiest person in the world, it comes right back down to that process of making sure that you stay healthy and you continue to exercise. They say that your heart is a muscle, and that's true. And if you leave a sedentary lifestyle, you'll definitely want to start exercising. as soon as you can. Um, the reason being is you'll end up like me or worse. Um, I'm doing what I can now to work out. I, if we wanted to dress it like a steps type of situation, like how many steps do you get in a day? I get in roughly 3,000 to 5,000 steps a day, and I do it every day, and I make sure that I stay healthy that way. Um, the other side of it is uh, it needs to be a heart healthy and diabetic healthy diet. So it does limit the range of what I can eat. Do I get into other foods? Yes, but it's not anything like it was the prior 30, 40 plus years. Um, no, 30 plus years. But it's just one of those things that you want to make sure that you stay on top of. Eating healthy definitely helps. Exercising every day definitely helps. And I feel better. I feel more energized. I seem to have more energy when I go for a walk, even though I know that's all I can go for right now until I get my okay from my doctor. Um, you know, working from a 30 plus 40 or 40% ejection fraction and trying to strengthen it to that 50 to 70% range is pretty rough. It's a long process. The only thing that you can really do to get that working is just walk. Just spend time exercising a little out of your day. Um, I suggest mall walking. That's great. Mall walking's great because you can basically task yourself to say, hey, I'm going to not pay attention to how much time I'm here at the mall, but I'm going to walk the whole mall, for instance. And that'll definitely get the steps in that you need, and it'll stress your heart enough to exercise your heart. So um, keep some of those things in mind. Thursday will be uh, a video about kind of the little mental issues that you'll run into, um, and some of the trials and tribulation from that. Um, I do hope that you guys continue to stay tuned and watch the videos. I do hope they help someone, or maybe give a better understanding, or heck, if you watch these videos and you find out that you want to research more because you know someone's struggling and maybe they're not making it out, more power to you. Um, I do thank you for watching, though. I do hope you subscribe. And I do have a Patreon if you're interested. If not, it's fine. I do hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you on Thursday.